Welcome to Racing Avenue's comprehensive weekly update. We'll cover recent statements from drivers, team dynamics, performance discussions, and strategy analyses in Formula One. Lewis Hamilton commented on McLaren's team orders in Budapest, relating it to Max Verstappen. If it had been Max, he wouldn't have let him through, Hamilton stated, referring to Lando Norris's situation in Hungary. Hamilton emphasized the importance of following team instructions. If I were in this situation, I would do what my team asked me to do, as hard as it is. After all, it's not about you, but about 2,000 people you represent and work with. He highlighted the significance of the message sent out, adding that Norris made the right decision. Regarding how Verstappen might handle a potential loss of Red Bull's dominance, Hamilton said, "You have to be as a team leader, as a team member. Maybe not such a team leader, but more so a teammate with lots of people, and you have to act like a world champion. Not like it was last weekend." The seven-time world champion also had a notable interaction with McLaren's Lando Norris at the Hungarian GP. Excerpt from their brief exchange in the cool-down room. "Phew, you guys are fast. You had a fast car 7 years ago? 7 years ago? Long time. Were you here 7 years ago? You had a quick car and now it's us. I wasn't complaining, I was complimenting your car." Norris was criticised for his behaviour and interaction with Lewis. Hamilton later reflected on this interaction. "It didn't bother me, no. I'm nearly 40 years old, so I remember being in my mid-20s, and I remember when I go back and look at things that I said I would say differently or I would have reacted differently." Max Verstappen addressed recent issues at the Budapest race during a press conference at Spa-Francorchamps. The race in Hungary saw Verstappen notably agitated with his team. Despite the criticism, the Dutch driver's response was marked by clear decision and determination. "We explained our point of view and then went home. The stewards have made a decision and there is nothing that can be done. Whether it's right or wrong, we move on. Now there's a new race and new opportunities," Verstappen stated. He added, "For my part, I think it was pretty clear that I considered the wrong strategy. And of course, I am very determined to seek perfection, like the other members of the team." Verstappen also commented on the team's performance. "I hope that with the latest performance everyone has woken up. We are always looking for improvements. As I said before, we try to optimize the machines. Rethinking the weekend, we could have done some things differently, perhaps at the setup level. And some others we still have to explore. I'm not saying the updates didn't work, but maybe we couldn't extract everything there was to extract." He added, "If McLaren were to continue to win, it would surely be a threat. But we need to focus on ourselves. Most of the time we've got the strategies right in recent years, even in critical races with the rain. You happen to have a bad day, but learning from these situations is the most important thing." Many observers pointed to Max's aggression towards his team and lackluster performance to his lack of sleep. After the race, Verstappen told his critics to f***. Team boss Christian Horner and Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko stated that the team have agreed with Verstappen that he will not drive in sim races on a Grand Prix weekend, but the Dutchman denied that was the case. Addressing speculation about a potential sim racing ban, Verstappen clarified, "Yeah, I raced until 3 a.m. It is not something new for me, and it is very important in my life," Verstappen told media. During the race, the Dutchman expressed frustration with Red Bull's strategy calls over the radio, leading to speculation that incidents, including the collision with Lewis Hamilton, were due to him being tired. "We talked about it and I said, you don't need to worry, there is no other race coming up, but it is not that I have a ban or whatever." He added, "I've won 3 world championships. I think I know pretty well what I can and cannot do, and I'm always very hard on myself on what is and what isn't allowed, with all the experience that I have in Formula One." Lando Norris acknowledges he should have let the Australian pass immediately and regrets overshadowing Piastri's first F1 win and the team's double victory. "The fact that we got a double podium, and that was barely a theme after the race, and there wasn't much talk about it on that front. Yes, this is the kind of thing I felt worse about," Norris said. He admitted, "Could it have been handled slightly differently on both the team and the personal side? Yes, absolutely." Regarding not immediately letting Piastri pass, Norris stated, "It's such a stupid thing that I didn't do it, because we would have been free to run, and I could have just let it pass and still try to overtake it and compete." When asked if it was the obvious choice now, he confirmed it would have been if he had thought about it at the time. If I had thought about it at the time, 100%. But I didn't think about it for some reason. I probably wasn't thinking about the right things at the time. This week's events highlight the multifaceted nature of Formula One, from team dynamics and strategy to individual driver performances and personal approaches. As the season progresses, these factors will continue to play crucial roles in shaping the championship. We'll continue to provide factual updates on driver statements, team strategies, and race outcomes. Stay tuned to Racing Avenue for more Formula One news and analysis.